Hello everyone and welcome to our next video in our series how to use WeVideo in the classroom. This particular video we're going to look at how to create a project and how to navigate the video editor, looking at what's actually out there, and then we're going to dive into individual aspects of actually editing the movies and making movies on WeVideo. Okay, so when you get to your dashboard, you're going to want to go to Create New. That's the easiest way to get started. Now it gives you this option. This can be really confusing. But to make it simple, always start making your videos with a project, okay? This is going to allow you to create videos and edit material and bring in like media like images and audio files and video files to make a movie, and then that will be perfect. If you went video edit, it's actually going to put it inside a project that you already have created. So if you already have a project you've created and you want to add another video edit to that project, you would start here. But to make it simple, let's start with video project. We click next. Okay, and it's going to ask you to give your project a name. Now I'm in the midst of making videos for this course, so I'm going to go Intro to WeVideo 04. That's the next video that I'm going to make. Because remember, right now I'm using WeVideo to create a screencast. So I'm actually using WeVideo to record the screen while I'm actually showing you how to make videos on WeVideo. So I'm doing everything in this course on a Chromebook through WeVideo, okay? And this is going to be media. This whole video that we're going to do next is going to be on media. Now, the free account won't have some of these aspects, but on the paid account, I can make a personal video where I'm the only one responsible for it. But what's really cool about the paid account is that I've had students do this now where they have a collaborative video where basically a student makes a project and then they share that project with other students in a group where they can all work on the video together. All right. And this is one I have not used yet where members make their own videos, but they put it into a project folder. So I guess everybody was making like a larger video and everybody's gonna make little pieces of that video together. They would put it into a project folder. Okay. So this is one's great, where students can actually work on the same video together. But here's the problem. I mean, we worked this out last year. It's not like a Google Doc where every student can be on the video project at the same time. Only one student in the group can have the project open and editing the video at one time. So it's a little bit tough for in-class work because you actually have students and basically looking over someone's shoulder. But if a group sort of said, listen, tonight I'm going to work on this part of it, maybe tomorrow you work on this part of it, they could do it from home or from school at different times and work on the video project individually, but as the project as a whole, right? So I hope that made sense, that students in a group can work on a project, but only one student at a time can work on it, right? If another student tries to log into their video project while another person in the group's on it, it won't let them actually edit the video. It closes them out. It says someone else is working on it, which makes sense. It'd be awful hard to actually do it simultaneously like a Google Doc. All right, so we're going to do personal. We're going to do next. And right away, so you could add media to your project. I usually don't add media. We're talking about media next, like adding like images and videos and sound files to a project. I usually like to do it from the video editing screen. So you just I usually just press next here. And it says done. Now you're ready to create your video. Okay, give it a second here. And then it says create your video. Okay, so you click create your video. It's going to bring up, let's see if it's going to work here. I hope so, because I'm already I'm making a screencast. Okay, good. So this brings up your video editing screen. Now we're going to do a real quick overview of this, and then we're going to go into it more carefully later. Okay, now we're back to the video editor. We had a little bit of a glitch there. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, this is your preview area. Now this is the area where you have all your media, where you actually upload images and you upload all your videos, and you basically, we're going to talk about it. You just click this upload button. We're getting this all later. And this is where you would start dragging stuff down on your timeline, which we're not going to do yet today. But this is how you start dragging and organizing your media on your timeline. This is a record button to actually record a screencast or a video recording right from your computer. This is what I'm using today to make the screencast. I'm not going to press it again because I don't want to mess it up. But that's how you create a video recording. You can even record your webcam to actually record your face. This is a microphone to open a voice recorder. If you actually want to do your voice recording right here in the project. You have some ways of listing like thumbnail views of media. You can filter, okay? You can sort it. You can search your media all through from here. And here's some folders where you can, project media, finished videos. You can start making your folders here as well for your projects. We'll talk about later how to make folders, okay? But they would also show up here as well. All right, so we're just kind of like looking around the actual editor. There's a lot with themes, which we'll talk about later, how you can put a theme to your video. This is where you actually finish your video, which we don't want to press right now because we'll mess this video up. Here, and under this area, you can add text boxes and annotations and title sequences to videos, which is really cool. And there's actually more options here with the paid account. There's a free account. But you do like subtitles and texts and annotations. Here's about audio. There's a lot of free music and sound effects and premium music that you could add to your video project, which is really cool. You could do transitions. Transitions are how, if you're using a lot of images in a row, how they're going to fade into one another. So you have a lot of great sort of options here of how to do your transitions, which we'll look at later. And here is some kind of neat little like sort of effects they have to add, like streaks and background colors and snow. Really some really neat things there. Okay, so that's this part of the editor. On the bottom here are basically your tracks, your video tracks and your audio tracks. And this is where you start layering different aspects like images and videos to build your video. And you could actually add more. You could add more video tracks. You could add more audio tracks. Just press OK. You can give them a name. All right. And as you add more of them, they appear. Okay. And these are audio tracks. These are video tracks. Okay. And then this is the timeline, gives you what time, how long your video is, which is really great. We're going to get to this all more detail a bit later. I just want to give you a big overview first. And here you can kind of mess around with different settings on your tracks, which we'll look at later. And here you could zoom in or zoom out of your video. And that's actually super useful. As your video gets larger and larger, you kind of want to zoom out to see more of it. Or if you want to get really close in to do some stuff, you can zoom in and zoom out here. Okay, so that's kind of what the whole entire sort of editing dashboard looked, which is great if you're familiar with like iMovie or Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro or some of the other tools out there. It looks similar, but this is great that we're doing this all in a browser, all online, and I'm using a Chromebook for it, which you don't have to. You can use any browser on a PC or a Mac as well, but I'm using Chrome on my Chromebook. All right, so hope that made sense, and we'll get really into more of the projects and how to create stuff in the next few videos. All right, take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.